Good day, sweet, magnificent mother truckers. I hope you are ready for your daily dose of skill. And I would say the damage record with a gorilla. Listen, we have 3 new tanks that hit World of Tanks like a month ago, and my goal is to check out how people do perform with them and what kind of score do they have. And this is the best damage-wise score that I could find with gorilla. And burn zones will show us how to play with this tank and how to make it work. Now, extremely important thing to say is Gorilla is E4 tier 11 triangle. I mean, those names are absolutely insane. Gorilla, Hacker, Mother Trucker, beautiful shot for the LT100, very nice, beautiful. And plus on top of that, quite a big luck to lit him on fire. Very nice, solid play. So, what is this tank ability? Ability of this vehicle is you have a choice. Do you want to shoot the singular shot, or do you want to have a bigger alpha damage and reload for 16 seconds, or do you want to interrupt your reload and go for 400 alpha damage? I will give you an example when it can be useful. You are brawling with E5. E5 has 820 hit points. You roll at him for 800 and then he has 20 HP left, so you potentially can finish him off without waiting for 16 seconds. You need to wait only 8. This is how this ability can be used. And what I heard from the community, where this vehicle goes, a lot of folks are disappointed and a lot of folks are feeling that E4 is better tier to tier. By the way, this is a very aggressive play. I need to give you that, fellas. This is absolutely insanity where the aggression goes. Luckily, Ratatate is joining the fight. But nevertheless, our hero of the day, Mr. Bernzons, he took one for the team. Actually make it 2. Lost 1000 of the hit points. Yeah, looking into all of this, I would not say that it is looking like a damage record with this vehicle, but fellas, you know, first looks can be deceiving as per usual. It's okay, 3000 damage done, half of the hit points lost or so, or close to that, it is alright. That looks actually complicated, and I can see that Mr. Bernzos is playing quite aggressively himself, that's for sure. But I have a feeling that he said, you know what, I don't want to play here anymore. Absolutely not. I can see that Ratatate is making a bit of pressure in the back, but maybe this E5 will peak. I would love to slap that E5. Why are you blocking my shot, you bastard? This is what Mr. Brenso said, and he gave up on this side. Straight up, he wants to get involved and he wants to say hello for Mr. Ratatate, or alternatively Pataza. Beautiful angle to Ratatate's side. Very nice. Minus 800 hit points, good. Now, will he go? Will he go for it? No, he is not going. This is that type of situation probably that where I would have sent it, to be completely honest with you, but that, once again, that's only me. Beautiful shot into the engine of the Ratatate. Very nice, excellent. Meanwhile, he's screaming for help quite a bit, I would say. But once again, this is understandable considering that enemies are making quite a lot of pressure for him. Beautiful shot, once again, 800 in the face, 5.7 thousand damage dealt. And now Pataza will slap him for 800. Oh, the luck. The luck, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, absolutely ridiculous. He made a decision to go for the simple shot instead of waiting until he will have full damage, right? Beautiful, very nice. Now this is a very tricky situation. There is no way you won't get penetrated, right? Yeah, minus 800, and he is left with 600 hit points for the time being, but he can eliminate Ratatate because he has half of the shot, and that would have been enough. But you know what, our hero of the day, he made the decision not to go for it, and he's just taking it easy. Meanwhile, there is a light tank that will definitely be able to support him if needed so. And let's not forget about the Fava waiting around the corner. Both of them fired, so this is the most free shot that you can get. And I need to admit that this is a perfect play in this type of situation. You know, you just simply patiently waited until enemies are shooting, and after that you are peeking sideways like you don't care. And this is a very, very good idea. Last free shot, I believe that Fava is going to have his shot ready for a next peek, so he should not peek, at least that I wouldn't do that. Meanwhile, 8.7 thousand damage, absolutely beautiful performance. It looks great, and once again he has played pretty well. Meanwhile, he's risking for the biscuit. Luckily, the Fava was a bit slower in his head, and luckily that he finished him off before Fava reacted. Very, very nice. And now this is the moment whenever the Bernzons is considering about his 10,000 damage. That's what he is thinking. 10,000 damage, I can touch it, I can smell it, and I can lick it. Now I need to make pressure, and I need to get my very first 10,000 with this tank. At least that's what I think. Excellent timing to see the Ratatate literally presenting his butt straight for the gorilla slap. Beautiful. Meanwhile, he's considering about waiting those another 4 seconds. This is what he does, and now he cannot wait. Can we wait? Can he wait? Can he wait? Beautiful shot. Beautiful. 10,000 damage achieved. Very, very nice. Excellent score. And I must admit, I am kind of excited to start playing with Gorilla myself, because I am shifting my focus on rating the tanks and playing with the tier 11s. Yesterday I had quite an enjoyable experience apart a bit of the onslaught gameplay, if you will, but man, it can be enjoying. Unfortunate luck. And you know what most of the people are saying about the Gorilla? Most of the people are complaining about this tank from how inaccurate the half shot is. Amount of the ammunition is a bit tricky. I can definitely see that if you would start shooting, you know, half shots, it could be very, very bad. The armor is disappointing, and the gun handling is kind of disappointing as well. So there are quite some complaining points for this vehicle, I can tell you that much. In other words, people do not look at this only from the positive reaction, and overall a lot of people like the E4, but you know, Gorilla is definitely not the case. Meanwhile, the Brensos is going for a base defense. And probably this is the correct decision, because making pressure through the middle of the field, it would be extremely difficult and extremely hard. So all he can do in this type of situation, I would say he can just simply try to eliminate the light tank. Bachet tier 11 in the back, he's taking his time to turn, and now he's about to slap the living crap out of him. Beautiful shot, can he penetrate it? Oh, you cheeky little bastard. What a beautiful high explosive ammunition that was. Absolutely gorgeous use of the high explosives. Absolutely amazing. Very, very nice. Thumbs up for this gentleman. That was very, very good, fellas. Truly. Very strong 1.2 thousand, but now he's sitting in a bit of the pickle, if you will. The situation is very bad because he is in some sort of crossfire, if you will, and it doesn't look great. So he just needs to start eliminating the guns if he wants to win the game, right? Luckily, he eliminated the tier 11 Bachet. That's great, and now he's turning for the T100. That should come from this side. Definitely he does, and he eliminated him from the game. But nevertheless, solid 12,000, and considering that those first hit points that this gentleman lost, that could have been even better where the score goes. Absolutely. Okay, now looking into the best performance of this tank, what I managed to find, it is for tier 11 standards is kind of weak, honestly. 12,000. By personal performance with this tank, if I would get 12,000, I would use my nuts as a helicopter from the happiness, right? But where the tier 11 standards goes, there are many tanks that have done more. That's what I'm saying. And Mr. Bernzon's beautiful performance. It truly was. Solid ace. Solid high caliber, 12,000 damage done, absolutely glorious, and that was 8 minutes. Although, obviously, it came with a full gold spam, I supposed to say, and it was, there was a tiny touch more potential on the table, but you know, what can you do? You cannot win them all. Anyways, thank you very much for watching, sweet, magnificent mother truckers. I very much appreciate you and see you very, very soon. Skills out for today. Peace.